It's now September, but fuck it, Happy New Year. And while we're at it, let me tell you about the view from here. There's light in my eyes, so all I see is darkness, but maybe that darkness is just where the art is. Darkness where we have the chance to illuminate, elucidate, maybe even educate. Please don't think I'm being high-minded or acting the snob. It's just, as an artist, I consider it doing my job. Early on in lockdown, around when it started, people in my echo chamber were crying, "Oh, consider the artist," and I do. I share your truths, but that's not how we rally the troops. We do our job, make ourselves indispensable, make life without art so damn indefensible. I know it's easy to say when so many of our venues are going under, but art has the power to both heal and teach, but also bring thunder. And thunder's what's needed after the storm we've been enduring. And I'm not just talking about the virus that needs curing. Don't get me wrong, the virus is scary, but I'm more put out by sections of society that are uncaring. As ever, the most vulnerable have borne the worst of this, the way they've been treated. Someone should be cursed for this. Frontline workers. We've given them the Thursday clap. But let's be honest, they could have done with more than that when they were under attack. The homeless, the poor, the disenfranchised. These are the people we should sing for. These are our allies. What a calamity you are, 2020. When sorrows come, they come not single spies, but in battalions. And we've had battalions aplenty. We've had an armada. We've had a fleet. And my anxiety tells me the year's not complete. Where was I? The view from here. Doing our job, the new career. We look at the world, and where we see shit, we raise a noise, bang a drum, we challenge the shit out of it. Matt Hancock, whatever happened with all that PPE? Boris, how many SAGE meetings did you miss? Was it 2 or 3 or 4 or maybe more? You climb on a stage and you shout it. And if that's not your way, do an experimental dance about it. We do our job, we call out hypocrisy. That's the reason the Muse gave us artistry. What we've lived through has to be recorded. Not just the science and the politics, but the personal, the stories, the stuff to be criticised and the stuff to be lauded. This year has been a kick in the teeth, so I want to make sense of it, at the very least. I want to feel more certain, not give in to fear. Those are a few of my concerns with the view from here. Like others, my plans were instantly decimated, all notion of control well and truly obliterated, all work gone, my filming, my trip to Hong Kong. And as some of you may know, my work defines who I am. That's an issue I've had throughout my lifespan. Suddenly I'm at home, listless, restless, nervous, strange feelings, because I've always considered myself impervious. I find myself doodling like I did as a kid, playing with Lego as I regress to my id, and writing poetry. Writing poetry as I did as a teenager, but this time it was a lifeline, a game changer, a way of expressing my frustration and anger before I got poisoned by my festering rancour. Writing poetry came as a surprise, gave me purpose when I had none, opened my eyes to a new possibility as I tried to make sense of our new reality. The view from here is one of searching, of trying to understand the constant lurching from one rule to the next, each unfathomable guideline. It seems the space between regulation and incapacitation is a fine line. Fears about accidental contamination make the view from here one of isolation, but it's hard. Being on your own, feeling alone and missing your friends. This has to end. And it has to. And one day I'll look out on a different view, not you down there and me keeping distance. Because that's not really living. That's just existence. The view from here, I can almost touch you if I reach out. But I'm not allowed to. So instead I'll speak out into the darkness, across the divide, and pour out my art from my deepest inside. From my inside, gonna build up my hopes, gonna challenge my fear. That's the aim, at least. The view from here.